Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mngoni Mkondo. Today, I want to talk about the issue which is recently trending, the issue of Lutendo and Leanne Menes of SABC. Uh, First, Lutendo, let me talk about Lutendo first. Lutendo works for the ZANU PF government. He is an agent of the ZANU PF government. His job is to enhance the image of Zimbabwe outside outside Zimbabwe so that the Zimbabweans can go back to Zimbabwe. Remember when the Zimbabweans were put under sanction by the European countries, when their economies went on hyperinflation, many Zimbabweans who were suffering uh, spread across the world, including South Africa. So a lot of people who are skilled in South Africa, who are working in engineering sector or are working in manufacturing sector, Zimbabwe, Mugabe's regime has produced a lot of educated people, if we have to give him a credit on that one. So there's a lot of Zimbabweans across the world, lots of Zimbabweans in England, lots of Zimbabweans in America, and also lots of Zimbabweans in South Africa. So the government of Zimbabwe has been in the effort, mm, on the effort or trying to call back the skills that the Zimbabwe have lost to the issues when Zimbabwe was under sanction because of taking back the land from the white people. So Lutendo is one of the people who secretly work for the Zimbabwean government, which is ZANU PF government, to give a good image to the Zimbabwean government, so that the skilled people who are outside Zimbabwe or who are in South Africa, for him in particular, is targeting the people who are inside South Africa. The skilled people inside South Africa can go back to Zimbabwe to help and develop Zimbabwe. That is his mission in South Africa. Many may not know, but it's basically his mission. So he meets up with a white journalist who is a, a propaganda missionarist. She's been there at SABC since forever. She's not been moving. Like, people have been coming and going, and she's been there. She's been in the SABC almost forever, and she's not going anywhere. This is because she's also an agent, a very key propaganda missionarist in the SABC. So, and the reason for that, it's because she's loved by many South Africans. Uh, she's got she looks like black people. She's able to somehow look like black people, and she's able to somehow relate with a lot of middle class people. Say so. She's trusted to be a good journalist by a lot of middle class South African. Her parents comes from Lebanon. Uh, Lebanon is in Middle East, where closer to Israel, uh, where we still don't. I still argue that is still part of Africa. Israel is inside Africa. I still argue, and the Middle East as well is actually part of Africa. I argue, but that is an argument for another day. So, but today I'm talking about the issue between Rutendo and Leanne Mannings. So she's led the SABC to ensure that the white agenda is properly uh, guarded. Uh, so the argument between the two, uh, when she said, in actual fact, this clip, it's around, I think it's 4 years old. uh, this clip is 4 years old. It has been on the internet for more than 2 years. I saw it a long time ago. I think I saw it before, but it comes back to circulation. And I think the reason for this clip to come back to circulation is because in Zimbabwe now, the President Mnangagwa have come up with a new way to resolve the issue of inflation in Zimbabwe, which is using the Zimbabwean gold, uh, which is a Zimbabwean backed currency called the ZiG. So it has gained a lot of strength against the dollar. In actual fact, if we were world powers, the ZiG is the highest currency in the world, including the Kailatian dollar as well. The ZiG and the Kailatian dollar are the highest currency in the world because they are backed by gold. So the dollar is just paper money. So it was supposed to be even less in value than the ZiG. So the reason this clip is back to circulation, it's just to undermine those if or efforts that the Zimbabwean government has made. I'm not saying the Zimbabwean government are good. It's good. It's a good government, but I'm saying the efforts that they have made to fight inflation and the use of the ZiG, using gold, Zimbabwean gold, to stabilize the economy of Zimbabwe. I think those are it's a move in the right direction. I think they should be credited for that. So Leanne Menes, because there she has she's guarding the white interest. If you talk good about black people, she does not it does not go down well with her. You have to talk negatively about black people. You have to say Zimbabwe was destroyed by Robert Mugabe, then you will be welcomed at the SABC. If you say Zimbabwe was destroyed by white people because of the land, then you will not agree with the establishment there. So I think the 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 relevancy of this message circulating, it's because they want to undermine the efforts that the Zimbabwean government has made in trying to stabilize their economy and to discourage the middle class Zimbabwean from going back home, thinking that the situation is exactly the same. But the Zimbabwean ZiG, which is the Zimbabwean currency, is higher in value as we speak at the moment than the South African rand. Go and check on the check the zig against the dollar, check the zig against the rand, you will realize the zig is higher in value than the South African rand. So I think it's just even the way it's argued, this all of these issues, it's a misdirection of facts and misrepresentation of what is actually happening on the ground. I thank you for listening. Please subscribe.